If your child holds it together all day at school and then falls apart the second they get home, this video is for you. Maybe they get in the car and suddenly everything is wrong. The snack is wrong, the shoes feel weird, their sibling breathed too loudly, their backpack is touching their leg. And somehow you are personally responsible for all of it. After more than 20 years in elementary education, I can tell you this is a very real pattern for a lot of kids. It can feel confusing because the teacher might say they had a great day, and then you're thinking, wonderful, I'm so glad school got the great day because I got the emotional leftovers. But there is a reason this happens. At school, kids are managing a lot. They're listening, waiting, transitioning, sharing spaces, following directions, sitting when they want to move, moving when they want to sit, handling noise, handling social situations, doing work that might feel hard, holding in frustration. Even if they had a good day, it still may have taken a lot of energy. So when they get home, they might finally release everything they were holding in. One reason kids melt down after school is that home feels safe. That does not mean the behavior's okay. It doesn't mean they get to scream at everyone, throw things, or be disrespectful. It may explain why they fall apart with you instead of at school. Sometimes kids use every bit of coping energy they have to get through the school day. Then they get home and their body is basically saying, we are done. This is why the first few minutes after school matters. If your child melts down after school, the first few minutes after pickup can make a big difference. For some kids, even friendly questions feel like one more demand. How was your day? What did you learn? Do you have homework? Where is your folder? Where's your lunchbox? Those are normal parent questions, but to an exhausted child, it can feel like school continued in the car. As a teacher, this makes sense to me because we see kids all day when they are trying to listen, wait, transition, follow directions, and hold themselves together. When a child is already worn out, more talking, more questions, and more directions can feel like too much. So what can parents do? Well, the first step is to lower the demand right after school. That doesn't mean you have no expectations. It means you give your child a little breathing room before you start asking questions, giving directions, or correcting everything. A simple after-school reset might be home, shoes off, snack, water, bathroom, and then quiet time or movement. Then homework, chores, or whatever needs to happen next. For some kids, that predictable routine makes a huge difference. The second step is to meet basic needs first. Teachers know this one well. Hungry, tired, overstimulated kids are not usually at their best. Sometimes at school, we can tell when a child needs a snack, drink of water, a quiet minute, or a chance to put their head down for a few minutes. That does not mean the behavior disappears, but it does mean the child may need support before they're ready to problem solve. And honestly, adults are not that different. Most of us are one bad email and an empty stomach away from becoming a less charming version of ourselves. So before you jump into correction mode, check the basics: snack, water, bathroom, quiet or movement, and connection. The third step is to use fewer words. When a child is already starting to unravel, a long explanation usually doesn't help. This is not the moment for your best parenting podcast episode. Try something short and calm like, you're having a hard time, snack first and we'll talk later. Or, your body needs a break, shoes off, then snack. Or, you can be upset, you may not throw your backpack. That last one matters because understanding why a child is melting down does not mean allowing unsafe or disrespectful behaviors. If your child is melting down after school, remember this: regulation before correction does not mean ignoring behavior. It means you help your child get calm enough to learn. If your child is screaming, crying, or completely overwhelmed, they are probably not ready for a lesson yet. That does not mean there will never be a lesson. It means the lesson comes later. Later, when your child is calm, you can teach the replacement behavior. You could try something like, next time you can say, I need a break. Or, when you're frustrated, you can stomp outside, squeeze a pillow, or ask for space. That is the teaching part. Not in the explosion, after the explosion, when their brain is back online and yours too. Because let's be honest, Parents are tired after school too. This is not about becoming a perfect, calm robot parent. It's about having a plan before everyone is already fried. So if your child melts down after school, here's the big takeaway. Don't assume they are doing it because they saved their worst behavior for you. They may be tired, hungry, overstimulated, emotionally drained, or finally in a safe place to release what they held together all day. But also, don't stop at understanding. Understanding is the starting point. The next step is having a plan. Lower the demand right after school. Meet basic needs first, use fewer words, create a predictable routine. Then teach the missing skill later when your child is calm. If after-school meltdowns are a regular pattern in your house, the Parent's Complete Guide to Teaching Behavior can help you understand what is contributing to the behavior and build a practical plan. It walks you through triggers, replacement behaviors, first then supports, reinforcement, and simple ways to teach expectations when your child is calm. You can find it at theedvocator.com/resources. And if you want a free starting point, the My Choices cheer charts are there too. I'm Brett Kay with The Edvocator. I make educational experience practical for parents.